What's up, babes? Welcome back to another tutorial. For those who don't know me, my name is Mika. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Y'all are dope. Building this channel is what I am trying to do, and y'all are helping me do it, so I really appreciate that. I'm going to jump right into this slay using my Warriors 2 palette by Juvias place. I'm going to place that right in the outer corner of my eyelid with the darkest shade in that palette. This is a packing brush by Plan to Makeup by Yolando, and I'm going to slowly start blending that out. Alright, so I'm going to jump into my Upscale Face 18 Colors of Day and Night palette. Using that cinnamon color as a transition shade, I'm going to place that directly on top of that brown and start blowing it out with a small blending brush. I'm pretty much going back and forth from those two colors. I have not added any other shade. I'm just using the dark brown with a packing brush in my crease, and I'm taking that cinnamon shade, which is the transition shade, on top of that brown and blending it out with a small blending brush. Taking the Upscale Face eyeshadow base and placing that directly in the inner corner of my eye so I can create a soft cut crease. Now I'm just taking a fluffy blended brush to blend out that eyeshadow base before I start applying the lid color, which is in that Juvia's Place palette. It will be the lightest shade in that palette. Taking a dark brown out of that Upscale Face eyeshadow palette, which is the shade Coffee, I'm going to start just softening up those edges around that white. Alright, so I did start off with a gel eyeliner by Inglot. Realizing how much I really didn't like the gel eyeliners, I went in with Upscale Face liquid eyeliner to finish off my wing. Taking some concealer to just sharpen my wing up with a concealer brush. Jumping right into the face, I'm using my Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I'm going to apply that all over my face. So this concealer I'm using is by LaPro Girl. It's their highlight shade, which is the whitest shade they have. I'm going to apply that underneath of my eye to give me a brighter eye highlight, and also on my cheekbone area. Now I'm taking NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer and placing that underneath my eye, on my nose, basically in my T-zone area. Taking my Nars Soft Matte Foundation in the shade Tahoe, and I'm going to apply that all over my face. Time to blend out the concealer, so I'm using my Real Technique brush to just blend the concealer out under my eyes. Taking my e.l.f. Concealer in the shade Chestnut to contour my face. I'm going to just apply that in areas I contour. Going in with my contour brush, I'm going to start pressing that contour into my face. I absolutely love this brush from Upscalefaces. This is in my brush set. This is a slanted, very dense brush, so it's perfect for cheekbones. It's perfect for using as a contour. So I'm just going to use that to blend out my contour. Now I'm going back in with my Real Technique brush and just blend out the concealer. I did add extra concealer, which is by Tarte in the shade Medium. I added that under my eye as well. For some reason, the LaPro girl is not as mattifying as it's supposed to be. So I used the Tarte to pretty much mattify my concealer underneath my eyes to prevent my eyes from creasing. So if you have very bad, like if your eye crease is really bad, LaPro girl is probably not a good concealer to use. You want to try to use a mattifying concealer. If you do use LaPro girl, try to mix it with something that is mattifying, because honey, it is hard to blend and it is definitely not mattifying. Like, it does not dry matte. Now I am using a beauty blender to apply my translucent setting powder by Makeup Revolution. Y'all, so I am trying to incorporate beauty blenders back into my routine. When I first started doing makeup, I used nothing but beauty blenders, but then I started getting more into it and I fell out of the love for blenders. So I'm trying to incorporate that back into my makeup routine by using beauty blenders, because baby, cleaning these brushes is not for the weak, okay? Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my Makeup Revolution setting powder in the shade Banana Deep and start setting under my cheekbones. Now I'm just going to go with my blush palette and add some blush to my cheekbones. Now it's time to press that powder in, so I'm just going to go over the setting powder that I applied to my face and press it in with my foundation brush. All right, now I'm going to take the Milk setting spray and start to set my face with it. So side note with the setting spray, y'all, I bought this because I never really used Milk products before and I wanted to try it out on my clients. There's pretty much no different from Morphe setting spray, so I wouldn't recommend you buy this if you are trying to save your coins. Morphe setting spray works just as good as this setting spray. This setting spray is $40 and Morphe is $16, okay? You do the math. Right now, I'm just applying that white translucent setting powder under my eyes to give me a more brighter highlight. Taking my eyeliner pencil, I think this is by Tarte. I'm taking that and I'm applying that on my waterline. Now I'm going to take a smudge brush and a dark brown to smoke out the bottom of my waterline. Now I'm taking her liquid liner and I'm going to place that in the inner corner of my eye to create a pointy inner corner. Now for the fun part, I'm going to start placing my rhinestones. So I'm using my Duo Lash Glue to place my rhinestones all over my face. I will be fast forwarding this part, but this is just the Duo Lash Glue with the green writing, and I'm going to place that sporadically all over my face, pretty much to match the rhinestones in the picture with Nicki Minaj at the Met Gala. And just a side note, I did get these rhinestones from Amazon, and the tool that you use to pick up the rhinestones, I came with the rhinestones I got from Amazon. So you can purchase the rhinestones with the actual tool. A lot of them come with that little tool that I'm using now, and then a lot of them come with a pencil. The way to use it is not to get glue on the actual pencil. So you want to apply the glue on wherever you applying it first, then pick up the rhinestone with the pencil. It's going to automatically pick it up. I get this question a lot. That's why I wanted to say something. You do not need glue on the pencil for the rhinestone to stick to the pencil. Just put the glue on the surface you're applying it to, and then pick up the rhinestones with the pencil without the glue on it. Hopefully that's a tip for people that didn't know how to use the pencil with the rhinestones. It works like a charm if you know how to use it. Using my NYX lip liner to outline my lips. Taking Rich Glamour Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade 33, I think it's 33. I'll link it in the description box. And I'm going to go back around my lips with my lip liner. At first, I was not going to apply the rhinestones all over, but I end up applying some black glitter to the shoulder, the top portion of my shoulders and my chest area to replicate the actual photo. I didn't have the big diamond, so I definitely improvised. But this is basically the finished look of the face, and yeah.